Family of Reverend of ACK St. Peter's Church Vicar in Migori is mourning 3 of their kin who perished in a road accident on Saturday, including Reverend Felix Odhiambo. And as Bernardo Juang now reports for Esther Odhiambo, the wife of Reverend Felix Odhiambo, tragedy struck while her husband was on his way home for their 7th wedding anniversary celebrations.
Easter Sunday service at the ACK St. Peter's Church in Migori town was an unusual psalm, with some congregants barely holding back tears as they mourned the deaths of 8 people who perished in a road accident in Migori town. Esther Odhiambo's pain was uncontrollable. She is yet to comprehend the tragedy that occurred on Saturday, where she lost her husband, 3-year-old son and nephew in an accident in which a lorry plowed into pedestrian in Migori town. Esther's husband, Reverend Felix Odhiambo, was on his way to Homa Bay to celebrate their 7th wedding anniversary.
He had promised to come to Homa Bay that morning to drop our son, the 2 boys, and then proceed for a meeting in Homa Bay. So he was coming to Ogande, then he would proceed to Homa Bay town for a meeting at the cathedral. So in the morning we never talked. We didn't talk, so I called him. He was not picking, and I assumed that maybe he's on the road. I called him again. He was still not picking, and the 3rd time his phone was off. I called my nephew's phone. His phone was also off.
She remembers her husband, Pastor Felix, who also served at the ACK St. Peter's Church Vicar in Migori, for his generosity and kindness.
He's been a very loving father, a caring father, and a very loving husband who has always been concerned at all times. A man who really loved his work, was passionate.
He was a lover of the youth, lover of the elders, and all the departments of the church thrived in his time. So as you can see, we are mourning. Everybody is crying in the church right now.
Esther is now left with the pain of burying 3 family members who died on her wedding anniversary.
I met Reverend Felix years back when we were in school. And I remember we got married 7 years ago. On the day of his death, we were to celebrate our 7th.
Meanwhile, 6 other people who were injured in the accident are still being treated at various hospitals in Migori County. Bernard Ojuang, NTV.